I grew up with that, so I feel like I have a little bit of a soft spot for it.
Yeah.
But and we're back.
Yeah, right? Also, guys, just a note, if you hear my voice starting to get a bit raw, that's because like I said, I'm recovering from being sick, so my voice may not be all it's cracked up to be at the moment, but I am feeling much better. So let's just see if I can get through this.
Don't get sick, kids.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's not fun.
All you anti-vax moms out there.
No, it's not. But
honestly, I love the whole anti-vax thing where it's like, well, I love it and I also hate it because like, how are you that stupid, you know?
Oh boy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Here come the comments.
I don't mean to like, get into a controversial topic or anything, but like,
like not to be rude, but Asian people so.
Yeah, right. But the here's my.
I'm kidding.
Here's my stance on it.
It's a meme. Look it up.
Here's my stance on the whole thing, right? So, their main problem with like vaccines is the fact like they're gonna it's gonna give my kids autism, but like autism is hereditary. Whether or not your child will be autistic isn't dependent on like anything no, I think if you isn't there a chance that might happen if like you smoke and or drink while all pregnant?
Here's my thing. You know,
irregardless, it's genetic. You cannot catch autism.
Alright, here's my thing though. It's kind of like because you know, I mean, I think I told them in another episode. I had brain cancer when I was young, and my mom was kind of she took the path of put him in a plastic bubble.
Yes, I can't remember that.
And she's to this day says that if I do this or that, then the cancer will come back. And even the doctor told her I have a higher chance of getting a different type of cancer than the cancer I had coming back. And but I looked up the cause and everything. Literally every single thing in the world practically can cause cancer. They don't know for sure, but
yeah.
There's tons of different. And
there's
I feel
a variety of things.
I feel like with the same way with autism, like cancer and like autism, some things you just can't prevent.
Exactly.
And like, if they happen, yeah, it sucks. I mean, screw cancer, but screw autism.
Yeah,
but,
screw that crab.
Actually, we were at Adler Planetarium, and we were watching. I think we discussed this before.
We probably did.
But yeah, we were watching to tie back to Star Wars, we were watching a whale documentary where Ewan McGregor was actually the narrator.
Yes.
And then we watched one on the constellations. And there was one where it showed Cancer, which is represented by a crab. I turned to Eric, I'm like, or you might have turned to me, I don't know.
No, I think you turned to me.
And I said, I'm like, does that mean I had a little crab in my head? But yeah, no, just there's.
Give you credit, I had a sense of humor about the situation.
Oh, well, there's some people like they'll make it like they'll make a joke and everything, and like as long as it's, you know, in good taste, and like I don't care, you know.
Yeah.
And like they're like, oh my god, I'm sorry, and like no, go ahead.
I'll make the joke too. Ooh.
See, then you just gotta roll with it and be like, how dare you?
I'm offended.
But no, yeah. If we're going on, this is gonna be the episode to get a bunch of comments.
Yeah, right. And not the kind of comments we're looking for.
If we're going off of that, then I'm gonna bring up something a little controversial.
Okay.
The whole the whole MJ case going on, Micheal Jackson.
Yeah.
Now, there's a lot of things being said, and you know I'm not gonna fully weigh in because I don't know. But it's being brought up again, you know, post-mortem. He has passed away, I believe in 2008 it was.
Something like that, yeah.
It's the case is being brought up again on whether he sexually assaulted some minors when he was, you know,
alive.
And whereas I do think that it is a little strange that it's after his death, I do think it's still worth talking about.
Yeah.
And I look at it this way. I watch the YouTubers H3. They're a couple that does podcasts, and they made a very good point on their podcast. I know they get into some controversy every now and then too, but they made a good point on no matter what, if you're letting a 30-year-old man have kids in his bed, even if he didn't do anything, it's still weird, and it's it's a very gray area, and a lot of these parents just let him do it, which it was primarily because he was giving them anything they wanted practically.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things being said, and I stand by the fact that because like even Corey Feldman, who was a kid star, and he was in Stand By Me and the Goonies and everything, he was friends with Michael Jackson. He also put out a terrible album.
Oh
no. but no, even he said after he watched this documentary called Leaving Neverland, which has grown like in popularity recently, he even said he's like, I can't support him anymore. And like I said, I don't know where to stand on the whole thing because I don't know. A lot of people are making quick judgments, but I will say
that's the kind of thing you can't really like make a snap judgment.
Yeah,
on.
Exactly. You gotta inform yourself.
Yeah.
I watched the documentary. It was very informative. I know there are some kids who were friends with him back then who have brought up stories, and some of them are facts. Like it is just a fact that he had a system in his house where if there was multiple doors to his bedroom, and it would sound if people came on by, and so a lot of people were drawing suspicion to that. But there was one big point, and I'll finish off on this.
Oh,
that with Michael Jackson, a big part of this is just the sheer star power he had. I mean, he was the biggest pop icon in the world.
He's Michael Jackson.
Yeah, like there hasn't been someone like him since. I mean, of course, you could argue the Beatles, but they were a group.
Wasn't Elvis before him? No.
Well, yeah,
not Elvis. The Beatles were they? Before him?
They were before him. Elvis is another big icon as well.
Elvis was huge,
of course, but I believe to this day, the album Thriller is still the top-selling album in the world.
Huh.
Might be in America. I don't know. Don't quote me.
Don't at me.
But yeah, no one's really had. Very few have had as big of an impact as Michael Jackson on the musical scene. So it's very hard to. I feel like if this were anyone else, people would be quick to say, of course he did it. But because it's Michael Jackson, there are a lot of people defending what he may have or may have not done. But I'll leave it there. I think it's definitely an intriguing topic,
Well, it especially sucks because I had a friend who his sister really liked Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Like for those those projects he had to do in school where he'd have to dress up as a famous person. Like she dressed up as Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I mean.
And when I was doing a Steven Spielberg project, she was doing one on Michael Jackson.
The dude, you can't deny his, like I said, sheer star power. He put out a lot of hits.
Yes.
I mean.
Oh, hey, there he is.
I've never gone through Halloween without hearing Thriller at least 20 times.
Oh, of course.
And we actually, funny enough, while we were at a restaurant called MJ's, I don't think it stood for the same thing. Yeah. Michael Jackson actually came on the radio.
Yeah.
It was actually funny because we were sitting there, and I'm like, "Oh, MJ is playing at MJ's," and Eric's like, "Wait, the song's called MJ?" And I turned to him, and I'm like, "Now, Eric, who does this song?" He's like, "Oh, Michael." Oh.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a dunce.
But yeah, I know my music teacher in Survey of Pop in high school, which great class. If you guys ever have Miss White, first off, I just had
It's very low odds that they had Miss White.
True, and plus I think she retired actually recently. But I just had a general interest in music anyway, so it was a fun class. But we also sat around and watched movies all the time, so that helped. But she had a kid who was a huge Micheal Jackson fan, who was just devastated when all this stuff came about. But I digress. But we're back at the.
We're gonna fight Zote.
Oh, we are.
We're gonna try and fight Zote.
I gotta say, I really like the design of this. Who's supposed to be on the throne?
Huh? I have no idea. It's just some dead guy.
He almost looks big enough to be one of the Dreamers.
Yeah. Why? I forgot how big they are. Like the Dreamers.
Yeah. I mean, well, they're like. I mean, granted, compared to you, you're very tiny.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be like a really tiny, a small boy.
You're a small scud.
Small boy.
You're just a little speck.
Yeah, let's hope I can do this
in the grand scheme of things. What?
Let's hope I can do this in the first try.
I believe in you.
It makes one of us.
Like Micheal Jackson.
No, don't use the magic on me! Whoa!
I had to make light of the situation.
Yeah.
But,
Ooh!
You're one of the with the Cosmos now, John.
You played them all, John. Now you can become a bootleg master yourself. Was it JonTron the Experience?
Oh my goodness, yeah.
With the 8-bit John. It almost sounds like you're trying to do
the Peter Griffin thing.
No, the what's it called? Oh, I went under.
Is like another video game theme?
I forgot what I was talking about. So.
All right then.
To push you off.
Actually, funny enough, Eric and I had a little contest the other day, because I heard this thing somewhere when you tap a beat to yourself from a famous song, or
yeah.
well, it doesn't have to be famous, but
a song.
Yeah, a song you know. It's just like a common knowledge that you're more like, I mean, more often than not, you're the only one that can hear the beat you're tapping. You know. And so I did this test with Eric, and granted, I was picking like simple stuff like the Mario theme.
I'm thinking less simple stuff.
Great, all right. Granted, also some of them I'm just like, oh my god, how did I not get that? So you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, and like we end up doing cartoon, well not specifically Cartoon Network, but like cartoons in general.
Yeah.
And like themes to them and such.
Oh, are you kidding me?
And seeing if the other could guess them. But
Vengefly King did me dirty.
Eric was damn good at it.
I know my cartoons.
He does.
Ooh.
But we actually took a hike around Starved Rock yesterday.
Yes.
Which, why don't they just feed it? You know?
Yeah, right. There we go. Oh, you're so funny, Joey.
But no, it was actually a really cool place.
Yeah.
Stairs, not so much, but the view is cool.
There was a lot of stairs there, folks.
Why are there so many stairs?
Yeah, right.
Actually, you know that in full, right?
Yeah, it's like oh my god, so many stairs. I'm gonna find the guy who invented the stairs, and then push him down these stairs, and then he'll break his legs, and he won't be able to climb the stairs anymore. It'll be ironic, and his wife will leave him and go be with the elevator guy, because everyone knows that elevators are much sexier than stairs.
And oh my god, why are there so many stairs?
And oh my god, I'm not even close to the top yet. Why are there so many stairs? No more aspens.
No more stairs. Looks like this might be the last battle for this episode.
Yup.
I say that at the wrong time.
Oh, fucking aspens.
Well,
okay, I guess we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Go eat a pizza.